Hey everyone, this is Hirotonamai 2011. Welcome back to more Let's Play Crash Twinsanity. In the last episode, we got, hijinked. I was trying to think of a pun, I couldn't really think of anything in particular. And, we got the two, power crystals that we needed to power the Psychotron. Wow, I can't remember anything, and excuse the background noise. Again, it's still it's the end of summer, but it's still August, so it's relatively hot out. So I have my window open with the fan, and someone decided to break into a car or something. I don't know. The car is being really loud. I hope that's not coming out in recording. But our next location is actually over there. It's kind of awkward that it's preloaded because it's spoiling what we have to do next, but let's go into the Psychotron and see if we can activate it, because maybe that blimp isn't actually where we're supposed to go. I don't know. I wouldn't blame the game if it's loading something that's not supposed to be there yet.
You monster! Let my brother go!
My crystals! Ruined! Thanks to Perky here. It must be repaired, and only one person can help. My niece, Nina Cortex. Isn't she delightful? Obviously, I've made a few modifications here and there. Quickly, to my private dirigible. Set a course for Madame Amberley's Academy of Evil. Come along!
Okay, so a few things about that. One, if you touch Coco, she counts as an enemy for some reason, so don't. I just was doing that to show it off. Two, I love how Cortex just conveniently has pictures of where we're supposed to go. And, by the way, his daughter is actually really adorable, even though her design in this game isn't really the best. And the third thing, now, if this seems padding to you, well, it kind of is and it kind of isn't. I want to go over something really quick. Originally, the reason why Coco shows up here is because Coco was supposed to be a level. One of the cut content from Crash Twinsanity was a level excuse me, I couldn't really speak. There was a level called Going Coco, and it was supposed to be the first level you play as with Cortex. It'd be inside Coco's mind because I guess she has plans or something of like how to fix the the location of the Academy of Evil or something. That's kind of why Cortex has them conveniently placed inside of his laboratory, just so we wouldn't have to deal with that because of the cut content. And you go inside Coco's mind as Cortex, shoot your way through all these adorable fluffy creatures and whatnot, and it also had its own music track that's still located within the game. This level was cut because even though most of it was finished, it was glitchy and basically unplayable, and there was no way to fix it by the time the game was being released, so it was cut out of the game, and now we just have padding to go all the way to the Academy of Evil. For the next 2 minutes, I'm going to play the original track that was going to play in Gone Coco, along with a few screenshots that exist of the level. So I hope you guys enjoyed that while we make our way to the dirigible.
Interesting. The malfunction has opened a portal into her brainovial hyperbarium, the well from which her personality springs like sugar water. What pastel-colored horrors await in there? I wonder.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the level that we never got to go to. Frankly, that isn't the first level that got cut. There's more along the way, but that's the first one that was okay. Thanks, autosave. I guess this happens every time I turn on the game. It's been a while since I recorded last time, since I apologize for not uploading videos the past few days, but I've been going through a lot of crap, and like my mood was just an all-time low. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little footage of the level that we never got. But yeah, essentially this is the first time that we have a level that was completely cut out from the game with some really cool music and that iceberg's popping in and out. But let's go inside the dirigible and make our way to the Academy of Evil, shall we?
I love my airship. It's the only way to fly.
Hey, so this is how the rich and the ugly fly.
Oh, stewardess, may I have another bag of those spicy peanuts?
I will.
Boring!
I shall crush you like the puny runt you are. You are nothing to me, for I am the great and all-powerful neocortex. You infantile vermin! How dare you mock manhandle and manipulate me? Rest assured, I will take my terrible vengeance upon...
Yeah, whatever. Skip to the good bit.
So it may seem weird why we're playing as Cortex right now, and yeah, this is cool that we get to have Uka Uka instead of Aku Aku. So it may seem weird to you why we're controlling Cortex now instead of, you know, like, we're getting like a little mini game to play as our first time playing as Cortex. Well, yeah, that's because you were supposed to get used to playing as Cortex and Gone Cuckoo, but, you know, cut content. Cortex essentially controls a little bit like a tank, where, yeah, that was quicker than I thought. I'll go over this hub world in a second, but Cortex essentially controls a little bit like a tank, where he jumps really slowly, kind of like when you're controlling Crash and Cortex at the same time, and he has no attack other than shooting with his gun, which is interesting because Cortex is left-handed, I noticed in this game. But if you run out of ammo, you're essentially screwed, and Cortex runs away like a little bitch. That isn't the first time we're gonna be controlling Cortex, so I'll go over him again the next time we get the chance. Anyway, welcome to the third hub world, the Academy of Evil. Like the other hub worlds, this one's pretty small, but we do have some Chaos Emeralds to collect, the first one being over here. The puzzles to get some of these are actually a bit perilous, so I am going to try to be careful here, and actually... Oh, okay, the soccer ball can just vanish from existence. There are roaming enemies and everything, such as guard dogs, so you do want to be careful here. But yeah, essentially, this is the next hub world that we need to go into, and I believe the first gem is, yeah, right here. So over here, there's a few guard dogs, and that little elevator there is actually, I think that's an entrance to one of the levels, but I do want to be careful here because even though Cortex and, even though Aku Aku and Uka Uka essentially serve the same purpose as being a hit point, you don't want to, the hit points aren't shared between Crash and Cortex, so because I got hit earlier by showing off Coco counts as an enemy in the game's data, that's why I don't have a hit point now, so I actually want to be really careful. And like I said, some of the puzzles here are actually really weird. So if I need to be quiet to concentrate on some of these, I apologize. But like I said a few days ago, I apologize for not uploading any Crash videos the past few days. My computer kept freezing there. I know you guys won't see it in recording, but it's really uncomfortable for me when, you know, I have to record off a tiny computer screen, and then the computer doesn't help me because it, like, can't handle what's going on, even though it's only 30 FPS. But anyway, we get that, and that opens up the way to the next Chaos Emerald, which, where is it, actually? I don't... Oh, it's up there? How am I supposed to get up? Does this activate now? No? Oh, and there's nitro boxes here, too. What am I supposed to do here? Hold on a moment. I actually don't remember what I have to do here. Am I not supposed to collect this now? Am I supposed to just get this later? Yeah, I think you're supposed to collect this after you beat a certain level. I don't exactly remember, because I know that just like Twinsanity Island and the Iceberg Lair, you do circle around after you beat all the levels here. So if I do miss any gems, I'll come back after we beat this level and just make sure that I'm doing everything correctly. But I guess in the meantime, I'll just collect all the other gems. So there's a stray TNT here, so I'm just going to get rid of it so it doesn't, you know, destroy our bodies. And I just want to... Or I can miss completely and... Soccer ball? Can you just... Soccer? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I sacrificed my body for that. And yeah, I guess you're supposed to do that later, because I can't really see a way to get over there for now. Because I think that elevator is like, you know, an exit point from one of the other levels. I guess I'll get rid of this for now. But yeah, the Academy of Evil, the main thing itself looks relatively small. Oh, don't tell me that got rid of. That's what I was supposed to do. Okay. Well, thanks for that game. Anyway, yeah, the Academy of Evil, like, its hub world is relatively small. And even if you look at the map on the game's data, it's a small hub world. But yeah, it's actually a lot bigger than it seems, because once we go to levels, like, yeah, we start off in like the basement and just work our way up. But yeah, it's a lot bigger than you think it looks. Like, the way that the map shows it, it just shows like it's like this little island or so. But it's actually like this really, really big, like, private island or something. Well, according to Nina in the, you know, really bad Crash reboots later, it's apparently a private school for people learning to be evil. And in the promotional artwork for this game, Cortex and Embryo learned how to be evil, learned how to be evil scientists in this place. How were you supposed to get here? Okay, I really went a roundabout way of getting this gem, but I guess I got it. That's all that matters. So the next gem I think we have to get is over here. Oh, great, a combination rats and dog. We had this dog that was a combination of a Shih Tzu and a bulldog. We called it a bullshit. How am I supposed to get this one? Okay, another soccer ball. This one I think is a two-parter, because I think I saw a switch on the other side. That rat respawned. So we get rid of that. And now we have to find another switch so we can turn on things. Be careful of these vents, by the way, because it should be a bit self-explanatory that these vents will destroy your body if you get near it. So we move the soccer ball all the way over here. You know, I really love the track for this area, too. Just like the evil laughing and everything, which, by the way, it actually is part of the song, which I think is really cool. Like, well, I think there's two separate versions of this. There's one that has the laughing and one that doesn't, but the song does not sound the same without the evil laughing, so that's why I really love the song in general. Okay, tree. Have it your way. I couldn't really see where I was going. Okay, tree. God, this thing is like Yggdrasil or something. Tree! I don't want to cut that out. I'm just trying to get over here, and the tree was just blocking my view. Again, with Crash not having a drop shadow, it basically makes him Sonic the Werehog, because it's really difficult to... Okay, I froze there for a second, because I'm just like, no, don't tell me that counts as a death. So we go over here, and I think this is actually the entrance to another level, or at least a shortcut to a level. I don't exactly remember. I know there's a Chaos Emerald here. Yeah, there we go. We're almost done collecting them, but like I said, the last one you can't really get until... Okay, that gets rid of that, but we need a soccer ball for this one, so we need to go and search the campus for one. It sounds weird saying it. It sounds weird saying it that way, but yeah, we need to search the ball for these rogue soccer balls. What happened to the ball? Can I not bring that over? I guess there's supposed to be one closer? Oh yeah, duh. There it is. I guess evil geniuses like soccer the most. I didn't know that. You'd think like football or something. Well, you know, American football would be something that evil geniuses love, but apparently not. So we jump up here and get our last Chaos Emerald. Well, our second to last one. The actual last Chaos Emerald we can't really do anything about. So I say we go over and meet Cortex where the level's supposed to begin, shall we? Enough diddly-daddling. Diddly-dally, shilly-shally, if Tifa would say.
Ah, yes, the old alma mater. As a former student myself, I'm well acquainted with the many secrets this institution holds.
I just love, like, you know, I know it's been said before, and we just go inside this water and collect stuff. Suck it, Paper Mario. I can go inside a fountain and not get killed. But yeah, I just love, you know, if I haven't said it before, I love Cortex in this game. He is like the source of all comedy in this, and I just love him for that. Anyway, inside here is our next level. As soon as I guess the level card spawn. That is mean. Why would you put enemies on the way here? Whatever. Inside here, once the thing spawns, I said once the thing spawns, that this thing is taking forever to load the title card. I don't know how far away this thing is supposed to be. Oh my god, just kill the rat. Okay, Crash. Just kill the rats. Kill the rats. Kill the rat. I was trying to sing kill the wabbit, but it doesn't really work the same way. Boiler Room Doom. That's our next level. So we go in here and touch Cortex. And what we're supposed to do is throw him over there. But the first Chaos Emerald is actually really mean. It's underneath there. Well, I think. Is it? Hold on. I may be remembering this wrong, but I believe the first Chaos Emerald is actually down there. And you want to try to throw Cortex onto that switch. So don't throw Cortex into the giant red arrow. You want to ignore that and throw Cortex onto the switch and just kind of take a leap of faith. Okay. Yeah, the first Chaos Emerald is down here. It's a really dick move to put this down here, but, well, the game is getting harder. So now we want to throw Cortex in there. What? Okay, game, we want to throw Cortex in there. There we go.
I'm stuck! The greatest evil scientist in the world! Stuck in a pipe. How could things get any worse?
You know, I'm not one for fart jokes because I think I'm a bit, like, over that now that I'm, like, 23. But, like, geez. that sound effect that Cortex made. Okay, in any case, the gimmick for Boiler Room Doom is Cortex is stuck inside of a pipe, and you need to send him around these areas so that you can activate switches and stuff. And I actually really like this level because of all the, like, the clever switch puzzles that you need to use Cortex for. But remember, if Cortex dies, you die, so be very careful about that. And there is ways to trick this out, you know, if you're a speedrunner, but I'm not a speedrunner, so I'm doing this the legitimate way. Alley-oop. But yeah, I love this level because of, like, all the, like, little puzzles and stuff you had to do with Cortex. And also, the level's, like, really, really green, and, you know, green is my favorite color, so it's funny, too, because, like I said, like, Crash Twinsanity is dead. Good thing Cortex spawns in top of the, inside the pipe for us. But, yeah, I love Twinsanity because, like, you know, for some reason, it's weird. It kind of reminds me of the crossover that Crash had with Spyro, which unfortunately wasn't really a good game. But it's weird how Crash is orange and, like, green is the very opposite of orange. But, you know, the color that represents Twinsanity is green. And I guess that was kind of the point because, you know, Twinsanity is, the whole point of Twinsanity is that good and... Yeah, so, since Cortex died, that counted as a loss. I actually haven't mentioned this before. I kind of, glossed over it because of, you losing progression and all that. But, if Cortex dies, even though you do have to start from the checkpoint, you don't lose a life. Because, you know, since Crash wasn't the one who died, Cortex was, you do have to start over because Cortex died, but it doesn't count as a life lost. The computer freezing is going to be the death of me. I really need to get, like, a Hop Hog or, like, an Elgato or something, but, again, I don't have money, so I have to stick with what I have. But, yeah, you don't lose a life if Cortex dies, which, honestly, like, even though it is a detriment that you still have to start over as if you did lose a life, it is cool that, you know, the game doesn't really count it against you if Cortex dies, so you keep all of your lives. So, yeah, it's kind of a nice attention to detail, or it might be a glitch. I don't know. I'm just counting my blessings that the game's being nice. So we just need to get around here. And what I was saying about, like, the fact that the game is represented by the color green. Okay, I forgot about the inverted camera. Cortex, come back. Okay, I was worried for a sec. No! I got a checkpoint. Okay, I got a checkpoint. I'm not really that worried. Anyway, yeah, I guess the whole point is that because Cortex, you know, we're working with Cortex and everything, it's supposed to represent, you know, opposites working with each other. So Cortex is green and I'm orange. But, like, yeah, like, I don't know. I really like the color scheme of Crash Twinsanity. Like, I always praise like the visuals of this game because everything is just bright and colorful, and it really matches not only the tone, but just the fact that the game is just like really funny and like, again, as glitchy as it is, it's really well made. And that blue switch that that blue pipe, well, that blue valve that I hit, it makes it so that Cortex can continue on with the puzzle. Because if not, Cortex would just died and fell into fell into the abyss pretty much. But yeah, like now we understand like a little more of this gimmick where, okay, my computer froze and it looked like it was sending me right to my doom. But now we understand a bit more of this gimmick that we have to hit these switches to make sure that Cortex, I got too trigger happy as he clipped through that pipe. I'll meet you guys back down there.
Get revenge.
And that's what happens when you're late to hitting the pipe.
Let's get moving!
Okay, so I'm back, and actually another thing, dick placement number 2. Yeah, I forgot that the Chaos Emerald was down there. You know, a part of me actually forgot about collecting them, so yeah, I need to be careful here, because if we reach the end without getting all of them, that means I have to start all over. Anyway, don't spin him into there, I just throw him in. He's free of the pipe, and now we get to control him normally again. Now he'll go get rid of the rats and activate that switch. Cortex, watch out! Oh, sure, don't get rid of the... What? I don't even want to question stuff anymore. Just, Cortex! There we go. Oh, wow, I had a burp or something. Yeah, these things suck, too, because you have to hit them twice. Oh, no, you have to slam down on them. I forgot. They don't die unless you slam on them. Okay, so now we have platformer and Cortex, and this part is actually kind of cumbersome, especially because later with, like, the enemy placement and stuff. But, yeah, there's our third Chaos Emerald over there. There's something interesting I do want to bring up about this level. Cockroach. No! Cortex is hopping around that happy that I'm dead. Okay. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that there's something I actually want to bring up about this level that I didn't know about, is that this level is actually completely different. The Cortex defying physics there. This level is actually completely different from how it was in the original game. Unfortunately, no footage of how it looked in the original game exists. Okay, I was worried because he clipped through the gem. I'm just like, come on, that doesn't count. But no footage from the original version of this level exists. But this basically this level is completely different from how it was in the beta, and it also had its own soundtrack, while like, you know, a different song for it. But basically, there's no existing data for its song, even though the files for what this stage used to be are located within the game's text as old boiler room. Unfortunately, I can't dig up anything because, again, like, I can't really data mine this game, and as far as I know, there's no public domain information about that. Cortex, just get the switch, please. Also, hold on a minute. Okay, so on my capture, the music stopped, and I hope that's just a dazzle glitch and that's not the game messing up. But, okay, he glitched out there, but I'm glad he finally got the switch. So, yeah, I hope that's not the game messing up, and that's just the dazzle glitching, because that happened to me during Twilight Princess also, where the music just stopped. But, you know, when I eventually went to go look at the footage, everything was fine. But, yeah, hopefully it's not like Sonic Adventure. Oh, come on, Cortex, it's right in front of your face. Yeah, sometimes Cortex AI isn't the best when it comes to activating switches, because he has to be, like, right next to it. Anyway, because it happened to me during Sonic Adventure DX, where during the Perfect Chaos fight, the music actually stopped, which is really weird, and I had to input it in post because, yeah, the music just... Oh, he actually does go over and get the Chaos Emerald. He just kind of smooth criminaled over there. So we go and get Cortex, and the next part of the level is actually kind of obnoxious, because it's a really, really long pipe puzzle. And, like, I kind of ran out of stuff to say about this level, other than, like, I think the level looks cool, because, like, normally I hate sewer levels in video games, but this is, like, one of the only sewer levels in video games that I enjoy. Well, besides Rogueport and, Mario, I almost said Mario Party, Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door. Also, reintroduction of bats, except this time, you know, instead of ice bats, they're regular bats, and that I guess, juke, love bug or something? Well, that love bug is in a really dickish placement, but how many Chaos Emeralds do we have now? We are missing 2. Okay, I believe the last 2 are in here. I hope, because I know where one of them is, but I hope I didn't miss any. If I did, again, like, I'm sorry, but I'll cut till I get all of them, because, like, wow. This is around the time that, like, the Chaos Emerald placements start to get really, really unfair. Also, stand in front of Cortex here, because it's very possible that he can fall off and fall to his doom. I know, it's really, really dickish. Anyway, do not hit this red pipe. You actually want to go all the way over and start hitting these blue pipes just to make sure that Cortex can be free. Okay, there's one Chaos Emerald. Now, I'm curious where the last one is, but I think it's somewhere up here. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. In this portion of it, there are sound cues for when the platforms are going to change, but because the music stopped on my capture, I can't hear it. So I apologize if I die a lot, because I can't really hear the music cues for when I'm supposed to you know, go on the platforms and whatnot. This might take a couple tries for me too, because this section isn't particularly the easiest. Okay. Oh, whatever. I made it. I'm just gonna count my blessings that I made it. Alright, kill this cockroach, and I believe this should activate 2 platforms. One over there and one over there? Yeah, okay, I know that, yeah, the last Chaos Emerald is somewhere around here, but I don't know where. And that's gonna be bugging me, because it's like, yeah, where is the last one? Or I might be thinking of an area later, because I think we're done. Oh, yeah, we are done. Okay, so, yeah, I guess I am thinking of an area later, so we're not done with the sewers just yet. So we just want to see Cortex go through his Rube Goldberg machine. I guess we'll just follow him and see if we did everything correctly, because if not, this is going to be hilarious if we didn't do everything correctly. He goes through that switch, and platform should appear soon. Any moment now. Oh, there they are. I'm just like, yeah, where are the platforms? So we jump down here, and we reunite with our friend, and me. Cortex and me. Can you imagine Pokemon and me, or like Fire Emblem Fates, where you're just touching Cortex? Oh god, that sounds so wrong. Okay, this is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, so the last Chaos Emerald should be somewhere around here, because this is one of the biggest things here. Also, yeah, that's a dick one. Like, I missed that, like, so much on my first time going through this game, because it's like, I did not expect there to be switches on the pipes. So we're almost done with the boiler room. It actually wasn't that bad, all things considered. These rats can go to hell, though, because, yeah, you know, I really hate the placement of rats in this game. How, like, it's so funny, because they're technically, they act the same as, like, real-life rats, where they just move all around the place. But because you can get hurt by them, that's what makes them, like, such a big detriment. Anyway, we go up here, and we activate this valve, which brings us to the next section as soon as that platform spawns. Ooh. Okay, I don't know why I have to keep burping today. Like, I did not even drink that much soda. It's like, I'm like, lost my mind or something. Like, oh, I don't, like, drink alcohol or anything either, so it's just like, wow, this is weird. Okay, I forgot about that. Why did I do that? Well, I guess I have my excuse to be quiet for a minute. I'll see you guys when I finish this puzzle. Well, actually, no. I'll see you when I collect that Chaos Emerald, because that's at the end of the puzzle. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, my life count is like all the way down to 6. And if you're curious what happened, well, I was getting impatient. Yeah, I'm not even gonna front. Like, it was my own fault that all that happened. But now we see Cortex go through one of the biggest Rube Goldberg machines in this entire area, and get stuck. Okay, that's a first. I got worried for a second, just like, oh come on, don't tell me the game glitched out and I can't progress. So soon the magical platforms will, yeah, there they are. The magical platforms will spawn and we can continue through. And we're essentially done with the boiler room. You know, this is kind of a breath of fresh air after High C Hijinks, because, like, you saw how much I was, like, getting angry at that level. Honestly, High C Hijinks and, like, the Iceberg Lab, despite me, like, thinking they're, like, some of the funniest levels in the game, they're, like, so, like, mean in terms of difficulty, but like this level is like almost absolutely no problem in comparison. And I love how Cortex was about to fall into the abyss to disprove me, because I was about to just go back to I was just about to go back to having to redo this level the moment that Cortex fell into that. But yeah, this level wasn't really that much of an issue, and I do like that. So we hit this checkpoint, and we're almost done. We have another power crystal, which we don't really need, but we have another power crystal, and we just make our way through here. And on the other side, looks like someone's there waiting for us. So, on the next episode of Crash Twinsanity, let's go see what's in store for us at the center of the boiler room. See you guys then.
I shall crush you like the puny runt you are. You are nothing to me, for I am the great and all-powerful Neocortex. You infantile vermin! How dare you mock, manhandle, and manipulate